Hi students, my name is Ilavalagan, working as an assistant professor in Department of Mining Engineering at Amartya University. Today we are going to see about the topic called Introduction to Mining Engineering, and before going into that I am just explaining about my role in the department. As I am working as an assistant professor, I belongs to the upstream where we are going to find out the minerals and submetallic minerals in the subsurface using geological technique, geophysical technique, and here now we just enter into our topics. As I already explained, before entering into the main concepts, we people going to see about the basic concepts of the mining. Like when we are born to till our death, we are having lot of stages like children's age, childhood age, adolescent age and old age. Likewise, our earth have been developed in the past and it have been continuing towards reaching towards many of the years. Like we can able to say, in our earth we have a period life of 4.6 billions of years, where it have been started from zero till it have been going in the quaternary period. And like in our age group, we have been differentiated into age like 1 age, 2 age, 3 age and all. Likewise, our earth have been differentiated into many ages. From initial there will be no organisms or nothing in it, but after the development of our organisms and the development of our physical structure, human activity, the animals, plants get evolved. Like here they have mentioned the Archean age, from that it have been differentiated into these different groups where Paleozoic age and it goes to Mesozoic age and Cenozoic age. In these three category it have been differentiated into subcategories of Cretaceous, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Mississippian, Pennsylvanian, Permian, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous and again Tertiary. Now we are in the stage of Quaternary where man have been got evolved. It is about 1 million of years where we have got evolved. Previously we have just learned about the how human have got evolved. In ancient days they have been saying, you haven't seen in the films also, mans have been developed from the monkeys, but nowadays we have got evolved, like we have structural change and we can able to think of other things. But in initial stage these are the small tiny microorganisms which have got developed, and at initial it have been lived in the marine environment, not in the land environment, but after that it have been transferred to the land environment, and in the land it can able to habitate both on the sea and on the land. After that it have been having some microbial changes and it have been evolved more and more number of development. Like you can see here it have been given some of the structural patterns where it have been long tails, tooth and it have long head, and the plants which have got developed, it also having like tall formation, small formation, and the dinosaurs which you have seen lot of movies where dinosaurs have got large number of abundant in our earth, but it have got destroyed at present. You know why? Due to there are lot of things. One is meteorological impact, another thing is that the dinosaurs which they lay the egg, they didn't hatch their egg properly and they didn't protect the egg. The eggs which I have laid, they eat by themselves also, and natural calamities and disaster also the main factor where it got destroyed. And you have seen the geological terminology, we say this as geological time scale, where lifespan of earth have been differentiated in these things, where you are seeing this dinosaur where it have been dominant in the period group of Jurassic, where it have been started in the Triassic. At the Triassic it have been evolved, then in Jurassic the expansion of the all over the world dinosaurs are there, then going to the Cretaceous it all get destroyed due to the fact which I have told you. Now we going to see about the plate tectonics. Plate tectonics means one concept where worldwide the concepts have got accepted by the many number of scientists. You people want to know, today we are living in the world where we have more number of continents like South Africa, America, lot of things are there. In world map you are seeing the each continent have been differentiated in some far distance, but originally when it got developed, it all were mingled together in a single continent called Pangaea. After that, due to natural calamity and disasters and many of the evolvement, it have been differentiated into many number of countries, plates. Like here they are saying plate tectonics. I have marked some of the arrow marks which differentiate what are the plates are there. There are total 7 number of plates where it have been differentiating the plates. The plates are nothing but inside our earth there are 3 categories. One is of core, mantle and lithosphere, where these 3 category it are having get evolved how much the density it have been sink in the opposite in the top layer, and the low density material it will sink in the top, and the heavy density material it will be sink towards the downside. Look here they have been taking South African plate, African plate, Arabian plate, where it have been differentiating one side to another side. Now we in the further slides we going to see about how these plate tectonics helps us to continue our processes in the mining activity. In my previous slides I have told you about plate tectonic is the one concept where Pangaea, the initially originated one continent, it gets separated, but everyone will want to know, you are saying this concept, how we can accept whether it is true or false. Likewise for that one they have formulated some evidence. First evidence is fossil evidence. What is fossil? Fossil means the animals or plants which lives today, it will get and decayed if suppose it have disturbed by the environment. If it is not get disturbed, then automatically it will get settled in the surface, and due to the accumulation of more and more number of sedimentation, it will get compressed in a particular time of period. It will get some rock imprints. You can able to see in your web search also. Fossil means the rock imprints where the skeletons, bones, tissues, nothing you cannot see, only the imprint can be seen. Likewise here I have given you example. This is the Pangaea where initially the continents are there. Look here, the South America, North America where initially attached, after that it have getting separated, where here you just see the pattern of this yellow mark, where these animals which have got lived in year and year, it resembles that initially they have been joined together, but after the time of period here these have been separated here and these have been separated some far distance. So based on the fossil record we can able to say previously the Pangaea was there where it all entered attached together. And here another thing you want to know, nowadays we can able to differentiate the water into salt water and fresh water. Salt water means where salt content is more, fresh water means the salt content is minimum. Where we are drinking nowadays we are using the fresh water where salt content is of pH value was minimum level. Likewise also the plants, animals which got attached together, you can able to find out where these are of fresh animals, freshwater plants and freshwater animals, it also have origin in here. So we can able to identify these two are not grouped in a separate way, they are in a single way and they are got separated. We have seen about the previous evidence like fossil evidence. Now we are going to see about the coastal evidence, where see here this margin and this margin it have been got separated. Initially it have attached together. Likewise I have told you about the fossil evidence. Here I am going to say about the rock evidence. If suppose here one kind of rock is in the formation, it have continuity over here, then it resembles these two have attached together, but due to our plate tectonics it got separated. So we can able to conclude in the second evidence also, previously all continents are combined together and it have been removed in the upcoming millions of years. Here I am saying about the remnants in the rocks. Remnants means if we are taking one water in our hand and we are just pouring in our land, it will mark some pattern. In which direction it moves, it will shows the pattern in the surface. Likewise, in previous days where glacier means the ice content, where it have moved from one direction to another direction, while moving it will have some aberrations in the path. Likewise, if suppose I am taking these regions, it will have some directions, like I have pointed some arrow marks over here, where this is the initial stage where all combined together. After that it will moving some to certain directions. From this also we can able to say the rock remnants in that particular continent also having same matching evidence, like mostly we can able to see about the South America, Africa, India and Australia, where glacial traces tells it about it have got separated of years 300 millions of years ago. Now I have told you the evidence. Now I am going to tell you about how it have been getting the like concepts are there. Before we go into evidence, you also have to know what is the concepts. Here I have differentiated the three categories. This is of transform fault, and this is of divergent boundary, this is of convergent boundary. There are three boundaries. One is transform form boundary, divergent boundary, convergent boundary, where it have been given in the example over here in the location. Look here, this is the lithosphere, asthenosphere. In that it will have some mantle content, where you can see about here, where the volcano regions which are coming out from the surface, subsurface to surface, it will forms certain pattern. Look here, this moves in one direction, this moves in another direction, where it will be like diversion, not convergence. So we call it as diversion. For simple example, I will tell you, in our house our mother prepares rice, where initially she will pour water, then rice in it. After particular amount of time, due to that heat, what will happen, the rice which got settled in the bottom, it will move towards the upward and it will be jumping in again the top layer. Likewise, here it will be too hot due to the core of our earth, then it will move upward, and what will happen, it will move this side and allowing the lower one to come upward, like here. This is the first one, where it will this occurs, divergent boundary will occur. And come to here it is the continental rift zone, where convergence occur, where two plates, one is of continental plate, another one is of continental plate. There are three plates are there, continental plates and two plates, continental plates and ocean plates, where continent and continent collide each other. The denser material it will move towards the downside, and low dense material it will move towards up. For typical example, we can say in India our Himalaya is the typical example for convergent boundary, and due to this what happen, earthquake may occur, and earthquake occurs, already the formations which have been got settled in the particular area, it will get collapsed and it will get damage the pattern also. So this is the convergent boundary, this is divergent. Now we going to see about the transform boundary. It is different from these two, where convergent means one will collide and another one will move upward, divergent means two will move upward, transform means it will move in a parallel way. Look here, one is moving this direction, another one is doing in that direction, where one moves to another due to the parallel alignment, due to the movement of the magma or lava which would have occurred in the particular region. Now we going into our main concept, mining. As we are mining engineer, we want to know what is the concept of mining in our industry. Mining is the process where we want to take out the minerals, metals and the economics viable minerals from the subsurface to surface to make profit of our Indian economy. Likewise, mining is the simple process of digging things out of the ground. That means some people who doesn't know much more about the mining, what they do, they will say it is a process called mining, where they are taking something in the subsurface and taking out to the surface, and they have been processing it and they have been getting money from it. But actual fact is, before this, geologist and geophysicist plays a main role to find out what's in the subsurface. For that, exploration activity will be taken. In that exploration activity, they will find out what is in the subsurface. They will use some special techniques like seismic activity, reflection activity, Booger's method, gravity method, magnetic method. In that method, they will find out the subsurface traces of the minerals in a particular region. In that, we can able to predict, if suppose we go for this much of depth, we can able to take out these minerals. Likewise, extraction of the minerals and materials from the surface or subsurface, we say it as mining activity. And what are the metals and minerals we can able to take? I just giving you the example. Some of the minerals were coal, diamond, gold, silver, platinum, copper, tin and iron. Where these material which are more economically valuable mineral, if we take this from the subsurface, we can utilize it in our day to day life, like in our houses we are using aluminum plates, copper plates, iron rods. Do you know where they are taken from? They are taken from the subsurface only. If we didn't take that, we didn't use those utensils in our life. Based on the mining activity, they have taken all those raw material, it have been processed in the field and it have been developed in the which material, shape, form we can able to transfer and we can able to use in our life. Now, we are entering into the types of mining. I have told mining means taking out of minerals and metals from the surface and processing it and makes use of the human need. Likewise, there are two types of mining activity. One is of surface mining, another one is of underground mining. What is surface mining and underground mining? Surface mining means where we can able to take the minerals and extract from the surface itself. Underground mining means we have to go deep into the surface, deep into the subsurface and taking out the minerals which we require. Now, we are going to see in elaborate, but I am just giving you the what are the topics we are going to see in our further slides. First one is of in surface mining. We say it as open cast mine because it is like nearer to the surface only, it will be like in an open way. So, we can call it as open cast also. In that surface mining, we are going to see about strip mining process, placer mining process, mountain top process, hydraulic mining process, dredging process, open pit process. These 6 processes we are going to see in some short elaboration. Then underground mining in subcategory, slope mining process, hard rock process, drift mining process, shaft process, borehole process. Today I told previously about we are going to see about the surface mining and subsurface mining methods. For initial surface mining, for explanation I am just taken this one and I am going to explain what the surface mining actually is. Surface mining means you just assemble, this is the surface where my mineral, the green color over here, this is the surface, it will below particular meter we can able to do extraction and we say it as surface activity, surface mining. You just have imagination, the green colored in this bottom, this is the mineral which we going to extract and I know here this much of meter we can able to do the surface mining activity. So, what I do, I am just taking these above overburden and taking out the content which I want in the surface area. So, after I removing all those things, I can able to take this within the particular meter. We say that as surface mining. Likewise, I just explained that in the theoretical where the if suppose the mineral or content is nearer to the surface, we can able to go for surface mining and the rock or mineral which is exposed nearer to the surface also we can able to take the by use of surface mining method. In earlier days what they do now, before nowadays we are using more number of equipments, but in earlier days they will go with their hammers, stick everything, they will dig and they will take it out the minerals. But nowadays that is not much possible because many number of minerals which we came to know, it have already got excavated and it have got extracted. But today we going to see how they are going to take all those things with the machinery activity only, and we say it as open pit, but nowadays we are using giant earth movers. For example, I can tell you in Tamil Nadu Neyveli Lignite Corporation where they are extracting the coal by using bucket wheel excavators, where the heavy machinery which have got from the other countries and it have been imported and it have been get developed over in the field, and it will works for about 20 years of span time, where more number of things can be occurred in the field of coal, where if suppose I am using some human activity like 10 to 20 people are doing the work for 20 days, then the equipment will do within 2 to 3 hours, because it is a huge equipment, heavy machinery. But in previous day it having a lack of time period also, but nowadays we have more advanced technology in our field, we can able to extract more number of material rock content in the surface area. For surface area we can use more number of advanced technology equipment in our field. I have told you about what is surface mining. Now we are going into the subcategory. First one is strip mining. Strip mining means I have already told, if I want to take the metal or element like green colored one in the subsurface, what I have to do in the surface mining, initially I have to strip the overburden. Strip the overburden means removing the above content to reach the destination to take out the metals. And you can ask, if I have taken the above content, what we going to do with the above content? It will be dumped nearer to the region. In that region, if we have taken the example I told, this is the metal which you want to extract, the green colored one. If I just remove the top layer, bottom one I can able to take. If the content got finished, what I do, the removed content, the overburden which I have placed in the subsequent areas, it will get refilled into the pit which I have opened. This is called strip mining. Next one is placer mining. Placer mining means, your placer mining is mostly due to alluvial deposit. Alluvial deposit means, if previously going to alluvial deposit, I just tell you how alluvial deposits are formed. In the mountain region where river streams are coming from top and it will reaching to the bottom, while it reaching the bottom, it will having more number of accumulated material, sand grains and many number of particles in it. While starting from the top to reaching the bottom, it will not come in minimum number, it will come in more number due to the gravity pull of the earth. The top to bottom it will pulling all those things, while the stream coming in a faster way, and it will deposit in one region where more number of materials will accumulate in that region. It will be giving more fertility to the farmers to cultivate more number of paddy or any of the agricultural thing. Like here, the alluvial deposit which have got deposited in the foothills of the mountain, they will having some sand and gravels in it. To extract those things, they are using placer mining deposit, where in placer mining process it will not require many as strip mining of equipment, machineries and all. It will require only a small equipments, and it can be able to easily take out the content from the alluvial sand, and generally they have been using it for to extract of gold and gemstones. And you can tell, sir, in Bangalore and all, gold have been extracted in the subsurface, and here in placer deposit in India only we are taking the gold in the subsurface like Atti goldfield. But in other countries, where while the stream evolved from the mountain to the bottom, it will have some small quantity of gold and gemstones in it. While we are using the placer mining process, we can able to sleeve them and we can able to find out all the material in the content which it got deposited in the particular region. Next topic is of mountain top process. Mountain top process means, if suppose you just again we take this as an example for your better understanding. This is the mountain. Mountain will be of in a triangle shape only, but I am just showing you the example. This is of mountain. Like example, you just imagine this is of mountain, but to other. I want to extract my minerals. Previously I told the green color in the duster, it will be resembling of the mineral content or the metal content which you are going to extract. If this is the mountain, I want to take out this, what I can do? I can do some blasting techniques in there and making the top to remove all those things to reach the destination of our mineral content. That process we say it as mountain top process, where removing the mountain certain parts and reaching our destination to take out the mineral is saying at mountain top process. And this is the relatively new topic where it cannot be used in all the area, because if I am just removing the one part of the mountain region, automatically it will get collide and the material which have been got compressed and it will get collapsed, and the pathway which we are going to the mountain, it will get destroyed. So, it is not used in many area, but only to certain amount where abundant region we can able to use this mountain top process. Then hydraulic mining process. Hydraulic means we are in this process, we are using water to make the content to remove from the content area, where we are high pressure water jets are used to dislodge the rocks which have been kept in the mineral. During earlier times, to take out the gold from the mines, they are using high pressurized water. Like if suppose we are having hose in our hand, if we reduce the outlet into small number, what will happen? The pressure will be more, it will automatically ejecting into a particular point where it will take out all the material in it, and we can able to take out the mineral or content which we want in that region. Here gold they have used to in previous methods to find out the gold, but however this method have been discontinued due to environmental concerns. And you want to know what are the environmental concerns in by using the water. Like if suppose in particular region we want to use this hydraulic mining process, we want more number of water content to take out the minerals. Water nowadays, it is not an easier way to get water nowadays, only lot of water we have to use in the hydraulic mining process. Now they have given the abundant for this process. Next one is dredging process, where it is the process of underwater excavation by deepening a water body. Underwater excavation means already the water body are there, we are deepening the water content and reaching towards the extraction area to take out the mineral in it. In this method, sediments and other substance removed from the harbor, river and other water bodies and minerals are extracted. Our aim is to take the minerals and rocks, valuable minerals in that region, to take out for our economically valuable purpose. So, dredging process is the expanding of the previously happened river or harbor and taking out the minerals. Next one is open pit process. This means this is the easiest and cheapest way of mining material that is closer to the surface, where large open holes are drilled in the ground. Like means it will be having some patterns, where taking out and reaching towards the concerned area, we have to make a road pathway to reach and come out. Likewise, open pit or you can be used to take all the material. For that one, what they do, they are not going to dig all those things. Nowadays they are doing some explosive dynamites are used to make large rock blocks to get out of the way to reach the concerned area. Second main category is of underground mining. First one I told you about surface mining. Now I am going to tell you about underground mining. Underground mining means you just have again same look. Previously I told this is the area which we want to extract, this is the surface. If just example surface is here and my content is here, this much of gap are there, so I cannot go for the surface mining. Then what I have to do, I have to go for underground mining in an alternate bit, where underground mining is the most, it is not a safer way to take all the mineral, but economical valued concern. If suppose the profit are more in it, then we have to go for the underground mining. For that one, they have been using lot of techniques. On that I am going to tell you about some of the techniques. First one is slope mining technique. Slope mining technique is of made into the ground, slope is made into the ground and the desired material is assessed to the slope pathway, where this can be done with the mineral loss located at the end of, and surface mining cannot be done in the particular region. Slope means the region where we can able to put some alternate slopes. In that slope we can able to enter and we can able to take out the minerals. And in underground mining maximum you can able to see the machineries, the trucks, the equipment will be moved towards the inside the subsurface and taking out the minerals. and generally slope mining process it have been used in the coal mine industry to take out the coal which have been down in the subsurface. And another one I want to tell you, in India we are having two geological type of variant of coal. One is of upper Gondwana coal, another one is of tertiary Gondwana coal. Tertiary Gondwana coal means recently found, upper Gondwana coal means which have been formed in the previous ages. So, the content which have been formed more number of years ago, it will have more carbon content compared to the recent one. In lignite corporation which have been occurred in Tamil Nadu, where we are having tertiary period, but in the upper part of North India where we are having upper Gondwana period, where it have more number of carbon content. So, compared with the Tamil Nadu to them, the content which have been in the upper Gondwana period, it have more economical value compared with the lignite corporation. Now, we are going to see about the hard rock process, where tunnel deeps in the ground are made to move inside and outside, while we are taking the content in the subsurface and taking out. We need to have some pathway to enter and go out of from it. For that, what they do, they will construct lot of pillars through which miners can move in and move out. And what are the types of minerals they have been extracted through the hard rock process? Or hard rock process means the rock which there are two types of rocks of content. One is of soft rock, another one is of hard rock. Hard rock means we have to use more effort to dismantle the rock, but soft rock means it is made up of sedimentary rocks, but hard rock means it have been converted from the sedimentary or igneous rocks. So, in hard rock process we can able to take tin, lead, copper, silver, gold which can be extracted from using hard rock process. Now, we are going to see about the drift mining process, where this process is carried out when the material is situated in the sideway path of the mountain. While we are going to reach the top of the mountain, you can able to see lot of mineral contents or metal contents which will be easily observable in the side path. So, to take out the side path material in the mountain, it is able to easier and it is like more cheaper way, where slightly lower the resource area so as to allow the ground gravity to pull it down. Likewise, based on this process, it is an easier process to assess the material while we are making some small mouth pattern, where due to the gravity pull it will automatically collapse inside it and we can able to take out those things. Generally, coal or iron ore is mined through these processes. Next one is borehole process. Borehole process means in your home for your water purpose, we are using some rigs to drill the hole and taking out the water in the subsurface to surface and reaching the water table. Likewise, by using the drill hole process, we will be putting lot of holes in the ground and we can able to find out which the area at what depth we want to do, and using the high pressure water jets to force into the material, and it will making borehole pattern in it and we can able to take out the material in the subsurface. Based on the borehole process, they can able to take also sand, galena, gold, etc., which can be able to mine using the borehole process. Before ending our session, I just want to give you a summary about what we have seen. At the initial, I just told you about how earth have been formed and what are the geological time scale which would have been evolved, and introduction about how plate tectonics have been formed, and mining means what is mining, what are the role of mining and mining activity, how they have done, and what are the types of mining. I have told you about the surface mining, subsurface mining. Surface mining means taking the surface activity in the surface itself. Subsurface mining means where we cannot able to reach the content, we have to move inside the subsurface to take out the mineral. Our main aim is to take out the economic mineral to make India's GDP and the economic value to reach in a higher way. For that purpose, we are doing the mining activity. Thank you.